Hey y'all, I'm Shayna and I'm back with another review. This is for Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 10, Episode 7. Listen, I'm going to break this one up. We're going to cover the scenes. If I forget anything, y'all want to chat about it, let me know down in the comments. I just feel like when it comes to the guys, like the OG cast members, the Scott brothers or Martell, I feel like it's the same rehashed, redundant conversation. It's like when they re-dip the fries back in the grease and they try to give them to you, it's like it's not fresh. We've heard it all before. So let's save that for later. We ain't seen Destiny in a while, so let's see what what's all's going on with Destiny. If you're new here and you enjoy this type of content, please subscribe to my channel. It's always a growing channel. A lot of new shows are starting this month, in the month of September, in the month of October. Beauty and Black is coming on next week. A lot of stuff is coming back. So now that the shows are coming back, I need you here. So subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I post content. Check out my community tab, like, comment, share, all the free things that help my channel grow. That's appreciated, trust me. So let's start with Lance and Destiny, child. Ooh, I'm glad they had this conversation so we don't have to hear about it no more. I'm tired. If y'all don't have nothing else to film, take a little more time off, and then come back with some heat. Because this, maybe some new cast members, I don't know. But anyway, so, they talk about the situation at hand regarding his most recent child, okay? You said it's your child, and it really messed me up, okay? Destiny is wondering why he didn't tell her when they chit-chatted on the phone before he posted it on social media immediately after. They were chit-chatting, and then click, and then it was posted, like, right away. No time to even debrief from the conversation, and boom, there it is. Okay. So his response to that is that he kept it a secret from everybody, even his mama. Okay. I guess they didn't really answer the question for me, but okay. And I don't believe that he hid it from everybody, including his mama. I don't believe that. I don't care what him and Nell try to sit up here and say. I don't think that they didn't know. I don't think she didn't know. I don't believe it. I don't. They didn't say it, but I just don't believe it. Just like Nell don't believe that they didn't sleep together. So we just a bunch of non-believing folks. Lance said that they didn't leave the reunion because of the baby. They left because, he saw some red flags and he was ready to go. It wasn't because the baby was on the way. I could have sworn that Nell mentioned something about leaving because of Lance's baby. I don't know. Maybe I misheard that a few episodes back. Maybe I'm just tired of hearing about it. I don't know. Correct me down in the comments if I'm wrong. But I thought that she did mention that a few episodes ago, and they're trying to walk it back like it's not on camera. But I ain't gonna go back and watch it. So y'all just tell me. I'm gonna take your word for it, okay? So in his confessional, Lance mentioned that he can see himself being exclusive with Destiny even to the point of marriage. Wow. Because wasn't he still married when he was dating Destiny? I'm lost. Okay. But he saw red flags. And I said, this man has all the audacity, the nerve of it all. I'm in disbelief. Almost at a loss for words because what? You saw red flags. Mr. I just had a baby and my divorce may or may not even be finalized. And I need my mama to come help because I can't take care of said baby on my own. Okay. Okay. You hid an entire child. Like, they trying to downplay it like it ain't no big thing. Like, oh, he ain't owe Destiny nothing. Like, when you're dating somebody, you need to disclose that you have a baby on the way. But okay. I mean, whatever. Y'all trying, nowadays, right is wrong, wrong is right. Anything go? I don't know. But for me, it's a no. And he's twice divorced already. He's like 30-something years old, twice divorced already. And you thinking about, like, I feel like he just get married for sport at this point. Like, it ain't no thing. He don't take it serious. But, okay. Destiny claims that he messed up their friendship because of that little lie. Or she said something like that, child, because he was dishonest. Destiny, more of the problem is that you keep thinking that these men are your friends. Now, why is my air kicking on? It's not even that hot. Hold on. I had to get some wine while I was up. But anyway, and this dress keeps falling. But enough about me. It ain't about me and my little mishaps. Stop saying that all of these men are your friends. None of them are. None of them are actually your friends. But okay, I mean, for the sake of a storyline, I guess. So he was like, well, I didn't lie. And she was like, but you omitted, you withheld, you didn't tell the full truth. She had to find out. Let's not try to downplay it, okay? Well, technically, I didn't lie with Bush. So Destiny says that Lance never expressed that he had deeper feelings to her directly. Like, he was going around telling everybody else, but he didn't tell her. Did he have deeper feelings? Because you withheld having an entire human being. Like, this is your child. Now, he did say he wanted to make sure it was his first before he disclosed, but he could have said, I have a baby on the way that may or may not be mine. At least she could have been, give her the option to decide if she wants to move forward. But, that would be too much like right, child. So Lance said that he hired his security guard for her event, who also happened to be his godbrother. When did y'all decide that that's your godbrother? Was it after this event, or I'm just saying, because yeah, it's like they was dating, but were they dating? Because there's a lot of missing pieces here for me. Things that would just come up, even if y'all not serious. If you hired him to be, that's your security guard that you normally hire. You hired him for her event. You just be like, oh, this is my godbrother or whatever. Like, he does security. I feel like it would just come up. Or is it just me? But anyway, he said he felt a way about the googly eyes thing, the whole situation. And Destiny said that the godbrother said that he told Trisha he's interested in her. And, if he's cool with it, then she want to go on a date with him. So I feel like at least she did bring it to him and was like, if you don't mind, your godbrother is fine. Finer than you. So but Lance said, you know what, you have my blessing. He apologized for not telling her. They decided they just gonna be cool. Me personally, I wouldn't go on a date with the godbrother, even though he is tall and fine, because it's just too close for comfort. I mean, Lance is cute too, but he like big and fine, like make you feel safe. That's why he do security. But I mean, it's just a little too close for comfort for me. And it seems like Lance has some feelings for Destiny, but I also feel like, okay, they kind of drag this on longer so that she can have a storyline. And so that Nell can have a storyline, because it's giving her something to talk about. But I don't know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think. They decide, look, we still cool. You my dog. They dap it up. And she like, I ain't thinking about you no more. I want to go out with your friend or your godbrother, whomever. So Nell meets her son, Lance, and the godson at the gym. Miss Mama's didn't do too bad with this little makeshift workout. And she said she had her headband on, so her little screen door wasn't showing, because sometimes the lace be lifting, honey. That's why I had to go get me some braids. But anyway, Lance filled his mama in on a conversation he had with Destiny, and Nell feels like Destiny's the problem. Like, I'm sensing a little too much blame being placed on just Destiny and Destiny alone. And now, but then when your sons do something to you, then you want to be crying about it. I don't want to hear no more. Why don't you have all this smoke and all this energy for your godson? Isn't he interested in Destiny as well? He keeps saying how beautiful she is. I'm lost. But okay. And Nell once again was like, I really think that you and Destiny, speaking of Lance, that Lance and Destiny have relations. I mean, you can't tell me otherwise, because I know my son. You don't know what he's on 24 hours a day. You weren't there. And if they did, what difference would it make? Look, I think it's a little weird. But if everybody cool with it, then Nell, you need to step aside. They grown. So Destiny and Nell meet. I mean, it was giving, a little forced conversation for the sake of filming, but, Destiny needs a scene, child. So sit down. Destiny said that she wants the, former guidance, the coaching, the mentorship that Nell used to give her for almost a decade. I said almost a decade. The math really ain't mathing for me, because when did this come about? I didn't know that she knew Nell for all that time. Last time I checked, she didn't even move to Huntsville until the first season she was on the show as like a friend of, when she had just got married. So she wasn't even living in Huntsville. I'm sure she was, passing through. But I thought she didn't really know nobody like that. So for the past decade, in this show, I know this is season 10, but this show hasn't been on for 10 years. I've been watching since season 1. This show came on in like 2019 or 2008. It ain't been 10 years. So how? But okay, maybe I missed something. I don't know. I mean, I ain't there. So Nell didn't like Destiny saying that she had to reevaluate their friendship over her inviting Sunny to the fake bachelorette party. Child, please let this go, because Sunny ain't even there no more. Neither is Moses. Okay, I don't even want to hear about them either. But I also wouldn't like somebody saying they got to reevaluate my friendship, especially over something so like small. Like, it really just wasn't even that serious. Destiny she do kind of be tripping. Like, it take nothing for her to be like, I gotta think twice about that. Like, girl, hush. Anyway, Destiny said that Letitia told her that they had left LA, the reunion. Why they just can't say the reunion, I don't know, because it's a reunion for this show, but I digress. They left LA because they was going to see that grandbaby. And Nell was like, no, Letitia Scott need to mind her business. She don't know what she's talking about. Like, she didn't make that up, though. Like, they got that from somewhere. This conversation was had. I know I ain't tripping. But I can see Destiny and Tisha falling out behind this because she named names. Now, I know you had to name drop because they're filming a reality show, but in real life, I can't stand when somebody has some information, they run it back, and then you give up your source. You don't give up your source. You don't do that. Because then it's like, all right, well, you put me out there for trying to help you out. I ain't telling you nothing else. Nell said that she felt the way that Destiny was flirting with her godson in front of her, when she was supposed to be dating her son. I don't even remember Nell being there when she was saying that the security guard was attractive. It was Kimmy being all like, you making googly eyes at the security guard, which really stirred up the mess. It's really Kimmy's fault, because if she'd just been quiet, none of this would even happen. But, whatever. So, but Destiny had a valid point. She like, you mad at me, but Lance was procreating this entire time? Help me to understand. Okay. Nell said Destiny got big D energy, and she's talking to all the sons all across Huntsville. Okay, Jalen, Lance, the godson, her son, his son, child, everybody. Moses, the husband, a boyfriend from high school, Martell, possibly anybody. Child. And Destiny said, oh, wait a minute, not too much on my poom poom. No, man, we ain't gonna be speaking on that. She said that Moses was my man, so that's the only one who counts. Can we even claim him? I wouldn't. But anyway, I don't really think he counts like that. He was in jail most of the time, and then the way he got married. But that's neither here nor there. But Destiny said she ain't loosey goosey. Her cat stay in the house. Nell said, I don't believe it, because I know how my son is. Like, girl, everybody is not throwing the draws at your son. Like, please. Okay, clearly Destiny keep her one. I mean, that's what she do. She do keep her a nice, attractive man. So it's not like she just got to just give up the goodies. Like, your son just also fine. And he's short. Like, girl, please. But he's cute, but, Anyway. So, and now, that's none of your business. Yeah, we would be having that kitchen table talk around the house. In real life, y'all know y'all would, but it really ain't none of your business. It really ain't. So, but as a mother, I will give Nell this. I wouldn't like some random woman dating my son, then turning around and dating his friend or whatever, supposed godbrother either. I went, that was my godson, and you dating, my son's alleged ex. I wouldn't like it either. Now, I would definitely feel some kind of way. So I'm glad that Nell is at least honest and standing on business. But they ended up laughing it off because Destiny was like, "You're gonna be my mother-in-law one way or the other. You hear me?" But Destiny said that she's hurt because Nell made a comment that, she ain't really know Destiny like that. Girl, she don't know you like that. Like, I'm trying to figure out where these 10 years came from, but whatever. But they agreed to squash the beef for now. Y'all know how that goes. So some reunion, child, and it fell out again. So we get to the guys. They had to have a little get together playing some virtual golf. I don't really understand the point of that. Like, where they be going to a place to do golf virtually, but it's like, people said it's fun. Why not just go to Top Golf? Like, I guess for filming purposes. Do they have Top Golf in Huntsville? Anywho, so Ken complains about the lack of progression in his relationship with Trish. I said, now we got to have drama in the relationship because where is Marquez? Because you was about to put the pause on Marquez, and we don't want to hear about that no more. So instead of talking about this basement gym they supposed to be building, we just gonna make up a breakup, okay? But Trish is never getting divorced. Let it go, please. She's still married till this day. Okay. Ken said it's hard to let go after he's invested so much time. And the guys don't get, like, why do you stay? Like, maybe you need to fall back. Spread your wings, date somebody else. I don't really get it either. Because she's a married woman at the end of the day. But they already living together, child, cohabitating, shacking. They did adultery all the whole night. Shanamcd. And she still won't get. It'd be one thing they did all that because he made a comment like, "Oh, people move on, then get divorced." That's not how that goes. But if it helps you feel better about your situation, but yeah, people move on, then they get divorced. Where's the divorce? We're still waiting. Still waiting. There's this guy on TikTok. Y'all might see, y'all might not even know who I'm talking about, but y'all know that singer Queen Naja. I forgot what the name of her one song was, but her and her long-term boyfriend, he was like, I'm gonna work out until the day that her and that boyfriend get married. And it's day like 765. That's how I feel about Trish with this divorce. Like, I should start working out every day until Trish gets divorced. Baby, I'm gonna be, body gonna be tea. Okay. So Martell questions how Ken knows Ariane, and Ken was like, I don't. And Martell, didn't you know Trish and lie about it last season? But anyway, so then he asked Ken's friend, Will, from that dark, suspicious-looking barbershop. And Will was like, I met her, but I don't really know her. Like, I just seen her in passing. So then he going around the table. Even Maurice is like, I don't really know her like that. I seen her a time or two. You lie. Y'all liars. Allegedly. But Martell tried to justify, like, him and Marsau and their little beef came up again. I forgot what was said. It really don't matter. But he tried to justify mentioning outing Trisha. Child, it's late. I'm tired. Outing Tisha. Lord, Tisha. I promise you, this is my first sip on wine. Like, I have not been drinking all night. I don't know why. It's my handwriting. It's so bad. It looks like a doctor wrote it. It does. Let's run it back. He tried to justify trying to out Tisha for sleeping with guys in college 20 years ago. Martell, we didn't care when you said it last season, and we don't care now. We don't care. Who cares if she slept with somebody before Marsau and in college? Like, so what? Marsau shouldn't care either, and it don't seem like he does. So, Will was like, look, you know what I suddenly remember? Me and Ariane used to work out together. She was a personal trainer. So they all started laughing because, they try to make a play on Trish and Martell's situation from last season when they both lied to everybody straight in the face with they ain't feel no kind of way about it, just lied for the sake of lying. But I said, okay, Will, with a sense of humor. So the guys get together again after that. And Marsau being shady, like they taking, the waitress was coming to take orders, and he was like, I want coleslaw all over my dog. And he even said, like, I said coleslaw because they call Ariane coleslaw. She still should be called coleslaw, but child, I guess when you get moved up from side piece to girlfriend, we gotta eventually just call you your name. So after he said he was trying to get at Martell, Will was like, well, what's the beef between y'all? Like, what's going on? What's tea? And Scope came up. Marcel said that he was helping Marsau because he had lost his job at the movie theater. And Marsau said that he owned a lot of real estate property along with managing the movie theater, and he need his help. And I'm with Chris Fletcher. The math ain't mathing, okay? Because Fletcher had a point. If you had all this real estate property, why did you decide to partner with Marcel in the first place? You would have just said, no, I got my own thing going on. I don't need to partner with you. Like, him losing his job at the movie theater shouldn't have been no thing because you had something to fall back on. According to Marsau, but that ain't, and they were like, look, he was like, both of them, the math ain't really mathing for me. Now, Maurice was like, look, Martell was trying to be a good friend and trying to help him out in his time of need. And I said, that dirt that Martell must have on Maurice got to be something serious. Because the way he is caping for Martell right now is crazy. It's just wild. And even when it don't make no sense, like, okay, he might have been trying to help Marcel, but he was trying to help himself too. He was trying to get a coin. He wasn't helping him for free. So, but I seen Maurice had made a post about his wedding anniversary with Kimmy for 7 years, even though they've been together for 17. And his name on IG, I didn't know, because I don't follow these people on social media. I don't be, I turn the TV off and I'm going by my day. I didn't know his name was Miami Reese. I said, that right there tells me everything I need to know. Okay, I ain't got to say no more. But Marcel said the beef is simple. Martell is a sloppy cheater. He got caught slipping and lost his family, so he wanted to take it out on everybody else because of his infidelities. He wanted to drag everybody down with him. And I feel like Martell and Melody were trying to do that at one point. Like, okay, well, our house is up in flames, so we gonna burn down the whole neighborhood. And that ain't cool. Ain't right. Just because y'all's stuff is falling apart don't mean you got to expose everybody else. We already feel how we feel about them. Y'all ain't got to try to assist. Okay. But what Marcel's saying makes sense to me. Marcel always makes the most sense to me. And it's like you love to hate him. You really do. It's like a love-hate relationship. Hate how he treats his wife. But at the same time, he be making some sense now. Marcel feels like Martell thought that he was better than everybody until he fell off when he lost everything. And come to find out, it was really Melody who was holding it down. And he then slapped his name on it. But, I mean, the hoes did come off, especially in season 1. Like, they were the it couple. Like, they were the ones until they weren't. So, Marcel's point is valid. But Maurice was just like, oh, they need to move on. And I'm like, you just want them to move on because you don't want none of your stuff slipping out. You don't want to catch no track. But they do need to kind of let it go. More so on Martell's part because he can't seem to let it go. And it's like, your life is what it is. You ain't going to get your whole life back. You didn't appreciate it when you had it. That's why you don't have it no more. Let it go. It's time to move on. But again, we're rehashing the same old stuff. We're going to rehash it again next week. And I hope next week's the last week we talk about it. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this episode and the season so far. I feel like I missed something because y'all, Owen was acting funny. I had to watch it on YouTube, so I might have missed a scene. Let me know if I did in the comments. It probably wasn't much. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.